I'm just walking in the neighborhood of Fort Myers just to show you what kind of plants that are here that are sometimes detrimental to not the landscape in particular, but the natural areas. This is our first plant. It's called the carrotwood. The carrotwood, like many of what we call these invasive exotic plant, was brought in to Florida as an ornamental tree, and it's a great shade tree and everything else, pretty form, but here is the problem. You get hundreds, if not thousands, of these fruits on each tree. Take a look at one of these. See what you got here? Here's the problem. The fruit bursts open when they're dry, and these seeds get expelled or taken up by birds, transported, get into the natural areas, and this is what happened. You get a new tree. So thousands of seeds, thousands of fruits, it's not a good situation. One of these, new tree. This is our second invasive plant, but I don't want you to confuse it with another one that is actually good, that is very similar to this. This is an orchid tree. There are good orchid trees and bad. This is the bad one. This is the invasive one. You can always tell an orchid tree by the shape of its leaf. There's practically no other plant with this, so it's an orchid tree. The good one is sterile. The bad one that takes over the natural areas produces fruit. This plant is called Sansevieria. It was introduced as a ground cover, and it's now taken over many of the natural communities, especially the wetlands. It is also sometimes called the mother-in-law tongue, and I think you can see why right here. Even Roundup has a hard time getting rid of this monster right here. So if you put it in, you want to get it out afterwards, be prepared for some hard, back-breaking physical work to get rid of it. Sometimes you can go to a nursery and they're selling you a plant that really is not recommended for the landscape. So place number one to go is the Flepsy list. That is a Florida Exotic Plant Council. They have a list online. The second place to go is to go to the University Plant Assessment website, and they have another list. And of course, the county has their prohibited plant list that you can always refer to. Don't mess up the landscape by putting in plants that are not recommended. So what else more can I say? Just take care and do it right. Next time, I'll see you later.